Hey folks, today I'm repairing a gate on my back fence. It's broken and getting ready to fall apart, so I figured today would be a good day to fix it. This is what I'm starting out with, and I'll talk you through how I'm going to put it together. All right. Okay, this is how the gate is to begin with. You see how that top board is broken. You can see where I've used roofing nails or some kind of nail to try and fix it temporarily at least, but it's gotten to the point where it's coming all apart. So even in the center it's coming apart, and when they built it, I don't know, kind of haphazardly in my opinion. So I'm gonna try and make a better one, so we'll see how it turns out. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the fence slats the same as what's there, so the ones I'm gonna have to use are dog-eared. It'll look a little different, but it should still be fine. Okay, I'm using the compound miter saw to cut 45-degree angles for all the corners for my rails and stiles, I guess you would call it. Fairly simple, just two 45s together makes a 90, so this is how it looks. Okay, I've got my frame together, the basics, the rails and stiles. You see how they're connected together on the corners. And what I did, I put a 20 penny galvanized nail in each corner on each side to hold it together, and then I'm going to put cross braces across in the corners. I'm not going all the way across the middle like the old one was. Okay, to make the corner pieces, I'm just cutting two 45-degree angles, and they'll fit in to the corners kind of like that, and that'll help brace it together, keep it from sagging and coming apart. I'm just going to make 4 of them the same size. Don't have to be too long. They're about a foot long roughly, and then I'll put them in. Alright, and this is where how the corner braces are going to look. I'm going to secure them using 16 penny nails driven in at an angle, so they'll the nails will go in kind of like that, and that'll hold it in place. Do one on each side, and that'll give it some rigidity and hopefully keep it from coming loose, and also not causing any problems with sag or anything like that. All right, next I've got to put on the fence panels or slats. So the first thing I want to do is measure from the top rail to the top of the fence slat and see where my spacing is going to be. It looks like 7.5 inches. So I want to make sure that it's not going to be any taller than that, because then it won't line up with the actual fence. And then at the bottom, looks like I've got about 5 inches. Give or take. I've got a little bit of room to play down there. So, all right. Now go ahead and get my fence slats on. Okay, so here's my frame with the corners installed, and then I've got my fence slats laid out, and I'll get ready to start attaching them. Again, I'm going to measure down 7.5 inches. And I might have to run and cut the bottom off a little bit, because it looks like they're going to run a little long, but I'll see when I go to get ready to put the panel in. And if I do that, I'll just take the circular saw and cut them all off even. Okay, so I've laid out my fence, I don't know, boards, whatever you want to call them. I keep forgetting the name, but anyway, I'll look it up and put it in the description below when I post this. But it looks like it's going to take 8 across. It leaves a little bit of a gap, so I want to make sure my spacing is even all the way across. So I'm going to go ahead and measure that gap and then divide that by 7, because there's going to be 7 spaces in between. And go ahead and space them out that way. All right, I'll show you when I'm done.